If I'm just being serious, I think the fish out of water element didn't go hard enough in the paint. So that's why we've decided to do an in-review bit that we'd like to call If I Were Writing This Movie, where we armchair screenwrite a few scenes in an attempt to make this movie a little more interesting. So we're just going to pitch a few ideas for scenes now. We'll alternate. Would you like to go first?
I'm going to rank... this movie would be written not so fun. So there's a scene in the beginning where he's, like, loping around the house, like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Is this a freezer?
Yeah.
He sticks his head in the freezer. This movie would be done. I'd have him stick his head in the oven. And it would be like, it seems that the sauna is operating through... Oh, why does it smell like my horse's farts in here? Oh, passes out and the movie's over. Or like, I don't know, he would die of the common cold or something. God damn it, I wanted this movie to end so fucking bad.
I didn't hate it nearly that much.
Oh, God.
Okay, so if I were writing this movie, you know the part where she gives him the keys to her car? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, so here's how it'd go. Oh, lady, whatever your name is, can I have your car? And then she'd say, sure. And then he'd be like just plowing things over and like there'd be a trail of dead behind him and he'd park it and it'd be like in pieces and it'd be about to, no, and then it would explode. And then it'd be like, do it after it's exploded. And then what would happen is he'd get freaked out by the police cars when they'd show up, and he'd be like, oh my, more dragons, and they're on fire. And then he'd be like, have it thee, and like take out his sword, and they'd throw it through the windshield of the cop car, and then it'd just be a shit show. It'd look like a GTA, but with a knight.
Would it end in him getting killed by said police officers?
No, because the crone would show up and he'd say, I need more magic. And she's like...
Bro, you fucked this whole thing up. I had more faith in you than this.
No. She decides, ooh, this is not looking good. We better kill all the witnesses. So she gives him magic powers temporarily. And he becomes basically like...
Death.
A god. And then just like... I don't know. He just like... nukes the whole town.
This is pretty awesome. I mean, I was just going to say kill him so that the movie can end fast, kind of like my idea, but that works too.
All right, so that'd be one of my ideas. What's your next one?
My next idea would be, you know that fucking weird, horrible, dumb, stupid, bad scene? Which one?
Which one?
The scene where the two girls are like talking about like, I don't have gloves because my dad sucks ass.
Yeah,
and, doesn't like us talking about how we have basic needs for shit.
Right.
My dad gets sad when we say we need clothes.
Yeah.
Like, I would have rewritten the scene as thus. Here. Take this extra pair of gloves. My hands are starting to get sweaty. You had this extra pair of gloves.
The whole time?
Snowmen? Well, yeah, we're building an igloo. I'm going to kill you. And then they would kill each other.
Okay. You know what? That's a nice dark homage to Dumb and Dumber. Okay. Similarly, if I were writing that scene, here's what would happen. You know the part where she says, I can teach you to fight like a real knight. So what would happen is the one girl just smacks the other right in the face and just knocks out all her teeth. And then the mom gets real pissed. And then she sees what happens. She grabs a butcher's knife out of the kitchen, and then she stabs the knight because she's so angry.
He taught her this dastardly game of stick fighting.
That's right. All right, so what do you got next?
So you know all those shitty ass scenes where they're like trying to kiss and like something interrupts them?
Yeah.
So like it would just keep getting like ridiculous as the movie went on. So like first like they would start to kiss and like a cell phone would go off.
Yeah.
And it'd be like an Uber Eats driver like calling to confirm like the delivery of a Fuddruckers order that neither of them made. Then the next time like they're trying to kiss and there's a knock at the door and it's the Uber Eats driver who shows up at the house with the Fuddruckers order. And then finally, like, they've shooed the guy away, and they're alone, and they're about to kiss again. There's a horrible crash as an entire Fuddruckers restaurant drops from the sky and crushes the house. This fucking movie made me hungry. It made me feel like I was living on a fucking desert island for 3 weeks.
Wow, there's a lot about fun. When you said knock at the door, I thought it was going to be like a singing telegram.
A Christmas
It
gram?
had to be you. It had to be you.
Oh my god. It's just like every tired trope ever. Oh, we can't kiss.
Yeah. Oops, there's a crack in the floor or some shit. I don't know.
I fell.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. If I were writing this movie, when they're in the, in the scene when they're in the cafe, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess it's spoilers, by the way. Anyway, the scene when they're in the cafe, and she talks about his ex, mm-hmm. like he wouldn't even ask. It would be like, yeah, there he is. Have it there, and he'd just like chop off his head. And it's just like, you can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. And then he'd like try and tape it back on. Be like, old crone, it seems I have made a grave error. And just for the hell of it, instead of there being a big panic, a classic like saloon style brawl breaks out instead. So shit would go down after he cuts off, Vanessa Hudgens' character's ex-boyfriend's head.
Okay.
Like there'd be a battle. It would ensue.
Well, this is just a better movie.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Oh,
so
man.
You got one more, or did you use up all your...
I think I used up most of them. I mean...
All right, so I got one more.
Okay.
Like, this just needs to happen. So when he first gets there, she just sees him out in the yard, and he's just like, oh, man, gotta drop a load. Just, like, starts digging a hole.
In the snow? Or in the lawn?
No, well, in the snow and the lawn.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, it's too late. I've already started.
If I were him, I would have that scene happen before he's built. Remember, he's building the fire and he's going to try and kill that skunk?
Yeah.
I would just have him shit on the logs because that's going to help the fire when he tries to light it,
What? No.
Because it's biofuel.
No, dude. I think, sure.
I mean, it wouldn't make the skunk taste good if you're going to cook the skunk on shit fire, biofuel fire.
Oh, here's another one. I would have made him already eat the skunk.
Yeah.
And he'd just smell the whole movie. And then she'd just
That's the conflict.
There we go.
Like, I love this guy, but he just smells like shit.
But she would also grow to hate him. Mm-hmm. Because this movie really went out of its way to avoid conflict.
Oh, man.
All right, so no,
right.
but he would definitely be taking a shit in the lawn. That's my other if I was writing it.
Yeah, no, there would be shit involved.
And she would tell him to stop, and he'd be like, I've already started to drop a thine logs.
The Yule logs.
Yeah, yes, that's right. I've already started it.
Oh, God.
All right, so that's our view if we were writing this.
Yeah.
He would, there'd be some antics involving Fuddruckers. He'd be shitting in the lawn. He would have ran over several people on the way to the drugstore or whatever, and
fights over gloves.
Yeah, basically a lot of people would be dead.
That's fine.
This would be a great horror action thriller drama.
Christmas extravaganza.
Extravaganza, yes.
Oh my word, this movie.